अब बच्चे खुश और मम्मी भी। कारवां मिनी किड्स।
Ram worships Shiva. Lord Ram is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. When Lord Ram used to stay in the jungle, his wife Sita was kidnapped by the Asura king Ravan. Sri Ram had taken it upon him to free Sita and the people of Lanka from Ravan. Lord Ram, along with his army of monkeys, reached the shore in Tamil Nadu, India. Since then, this place is called Rameshwaram. Sri Ram was wondering how would he cross the vast ocean to reach Lanka. He was trying to make a plan to kill Ravan. He was thirsty and tired with all this. The monkeys brought him some water to drink. While drinking water, Lord Ram had a vision of Lord Shiva. He immediately stopped drinking water and started praying to Lord Shiva. Lord Ram recited some mantras and stotras to please Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was pleased and appeared before Lord Ram. Lord Ram prayed to Lord Shiva, "O Lord Shiva, the greatest and the most powerful, I am your servant. Please bless me to succeed in my mission of killing Ravan. He is merciless, but he is also your devotee. Your boons have made him undefeatable. He has conquered the 3 worlds, and that has boosted his ego and pride even more. I will never be able to destroy him without your help." Lord Shiva was pleased. "You will win this war. Ram, I am with you," he said. Ram asked Lord Shiva to give him the powers to win the war with Ravan. Lord Shiva obliged and granted him his blessings. "You will be victorious, Ram," blessed Shiva. Then Sri Ram asked Lord Shiva to stay there with him and for others to pray to him. Lord Shiva turned himself into a lingam at that place, which is now the famous temple of Rameshwaram. The Rameshwaram temple is one of the 12 famous Jyotirlingas in India. Reciting the Ramayana. Vikramasimhapuri was a famous city near Vijayanagar. Its courtesans were known to be cruel and cunning. Kanchanamala was the most cunning courtesan of Vikramasimhapuri. Kanchanamala was known to challenge scholars to recite the Ramayana to her. If she was pleased, the scholar would win the challenge. If not, then the scholar would become her slave. The cunning Kanchanamala was never satisfied, however good the scholar was. She had been successful in making many such scholars her slaves. When Tenali Raman heard of this, he decided to teach her a lesson and free the scholars. He went to her and accepted her challenge. Kanchana told him the conditions again. Tenali was prepared. They went in a room where she sat on a soft bed. The room had beautiful scented candles and satin curtains. Tenali then took his place and began reciting the Ramayana. Ramayana is a story about the king of Ayodhya, King Dashratha. He had 4 sons, but soon he was forced to send one of them to 14 years of exile. Tenali was telling Kanchanamala the reason for the exile. He narrated how Rama, his wife Sita, and his brother Lakshman were sent to the forest. Tenali also told her about their life in the forest. He added how Sita was then kidnapped by the evil Ravana. His narration was truly impressive and realistic. Tenali's efforts were going down the drain as Kanchanamala was looking bored. She even started yawning. But Tenali did not lose hope. He continued with the story where Rama and Lakshman met a troop of monkeys while looking for Sita. He even told about how Hanuman, one of the monkeys, agreed to go and save Sita. Suddenly Kanchanamala interrupted and said that she was not satisfied. She demanded more drama in the narration from Tenali. All of a sudden, Tenali got up and started jumping from one bed to another. He was showing her how Hanuman jumped across mountains and seas to reach Sita in Lanka. He finally jumped on the bed where Kanchanamala was resting. She was shocked. Tenali started punching and beating Kanchanamala, depicting the way Hanuman fought everyone in Lanka. She was crying in pain now. Tenali picked up a candle from the bedstand and put the curtains on fire. He said, "This is how Hanuman set up the entire city to fire when the enemy had put fire on his tail." Within seconds, Kanchanamala's whole house was on fire. She ran for her dear life crying. She was very angry with Tenali's behavior. Kanchanamala went to the royal court the next day and complained to the king about Tenali's crime. The king asked for an explanation. Tenali replied, "My lord, she was the one tricking all scholars into slavery. I had no other option." The king agreed with Tenali and rewarded him. Kanchanamala was punished and all her slaves were set free. Shakhambari Devi. Once upon a time, there lived a demon, King Diti. He had two sons, Hiranyakashap and Hiranyaksha. The second son, Hiranyaksha, had a son, Durgam, who was very brave. Durgam was also very wicked and cruel. Once, Durgam asked his minister, "Our ancestors have defeated the gods several times in the past. Yet, every time the gods won back heaven from us. How was it possible?" The minister then told Durgam about the 4 Vedas. Gods have the 4 Vedas with them. Till the time they have these 4 Vedas, no one can defeat them. It gives them their strength, he said. From that day, Durgam decided to obtain the 4 Vedas at any cost. He started meditating in a forest. After some years, Lord Brahma appeared before him and asked him to wish for something. Durgam worshipped Lord Brahma and simply asked to see the 4 Vedas. Lord Brahma was surprised by this wish. "All other devils have always asked me to make them immortal or unbeatable. But you just have a simple small wish. I will show the Vedas to you. However, you can still ask me for any other thing you want," he told Durgam. Durgam replied, "I will be very happy if I am allowed to be the protector of the 4 Vedas forever." Lord Brahma granted his wish. Durgam now became the protector of the Vedas. One day, he stole the 4 Vedas and hid them in a cave in Patal Lok. From that day, since there were no Vedas, the people stopped performing havans or worshipping gods. The gods used to gain power from the offerings made in these havans earlier. Now, since there were no havans, the gods were losing their strength. The entire world was getting affected. There were droughts and famines. There was no food for people to eat. Everyone was starving. The gods were soon defeated by Durga, and heaven was taken from them. They had no place to hide now. Durga even imprisoned many gods like Agni, Kuber, Yama, etc. All the three worlds were suffering because of Durga. Brahma, Indra, and a few more gods went to God Vishnu for help. They begged him to save them and the whole universe from the atrocities of Durga. Vishnu reminded them of Goddess Bhagavati, who was protecting them all from such demons. They all started praying for her. Soon, Goddess Bhagavati appeared in front of them. They told her about Durga and how he was causing havoc in the world. Indra said, "He even stole the 4 Vedas from us, stopping all religious rituals. There is drought and famine. No plants are growing on earth. People and animals are dying. Please save us, Goddess Bhagavati." Mother Bhagavati was concerned and showed them sympathy. "Don't worry, I will give you some leaves from my body, which you can eat till plants grow."
Plants are growing on
All the
earth.
gods called
People
her
and animals are
Shakhambari Devi
dying.
and chanted for her.
Please save
With
us,
her
Goddess
blessings,
Bhagavati.
it rained again. The lakes were filled. Trees and plants were growing. Life gradually returned to normalcy, and all were living in peace. Goddess Bhagavati then went and attacked the city of Durga. She produced 10 powers from her body. These were 10 goddesses: Kali, Bhairavi, Tara, Chinnamstika, Dhumra, Srividya, Bhuvaneshwari, Bagula, Tripura and Matangi. They all went and attacked Durga. Mahakali used her own chakra to kill the demons. Goddess Bhagavati went to Durga and gave him one last chance to return the 4 Vedas and be forgiven. But he did not budge. He laughed at her and said, "I have finally regained heaven from all gods. Ha 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 ha! I will not return the Vedas ever." Mother Bhagavati then roared loudly, "Get ready to die, you fool!" She showered many arrows on Durga, who managed to escape. But finally the goddess took out her Trishul and threw it on Durga. It hit his chest and Durga died. The gods were all happy and praised Goddess Bhagavati once again.
Shumbh Nishumbh. Once upon a time, there were 2 demon brothers, Shumbh and Nishumbh. They both were cruel and dangerous. They were the most powerful demons in the entire Patal Lok. No one ever dared to fight with them. One day, Nishumbh told Shumbh that they should take over Patal Lok and rule it.
"No one will ever fight us. We should take advantage of our power." "Ha ha 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 ha," he said. "Not just Patal Lok. We should rule over all 3 worlds, Nishumbh. I want to be like Mahishasur, who was the ruler of heaven, earth and Patal Lok. And for this, we have to do tapasya and meditation," replied Shumbh.
They both then went to river Pushkar and meditated for Lord Brahma. After a few years, Lord Brahma got pleased with them and appeared before them. He asked the brothers to make a wish.
"We want that no person should be able to kill us or defeat us ever,"
they said. Lord Brahma granted them their wish and disappeared. Soon, the brothers conquered earth and went to attack heaven. They even made Shukracharya their guru and Shumbh their king. The gods led by Indra and demons led by Shumbh fought a fierce battle. The demons had a bigger army and defeated the gods. The devils took over heaven. The gods had no place to take shelter now. They were running from pillar to post. The gods then went to their guru, Brihaspati, and asked him for a solution. Guru Brihaspati said, "As per Lord Brahma's boon, they can only be killed by a woman. No man or god can kill Shumbh Nishumbh. As per Lord Brahma's boon, they can only be killed by a woman. No man or god can kill Shumbh Nishumbh." All the gods were reminded of goddess Bhagavati and started cheering with happiness. They started praying to her. Soon, goddess Bhagavati appeared in front of the gods. The gods bowed to her and asked her for help. They told her about Shumbh Nishumbh. "O goddess, you had once killed Mahishasur. This time, it is the demons Shumbh Nishumbh who have taken heaven from us. We are homeless once again. Please protect us from them, Mother," they told the goddess. Goddess Bhagavati reassured them and said that she will keep her promise. "I will get you back your kingdom and kill the devils at the right time." Hearing this, all the gods rejoiced and became hopeful.
The Doll Who Always Smiled. A little girl once had an old and ragged doll. A smile was pasted on the doll's face. It was the girl's favorite doll, and she played with it the entire day. One day, when the girl was at school, her naughty brother caught hold of the doll. "Yuck! This is such an ugly doll! It's only good to be a scarecrow," he exclaimed. He started destroying the doll's hair and dress. At that moment, his sister also came back from school. She yelled and asked, what was he doing with her doll? "This doll is very ugly. I'm making her a scarecrow," he replied. The little girl snatched the doll from him angrily. "What if it's ugly? It's my favorite doll," she said. "Even though I ruined its appearance, your doll continued smiling," said the brother. "I know, it is supposed to be an example. One should always smile no matter what the situation is. Learn this from my doll," replied the little girl. Moral: one should always be positive and happy even in tough situations. The Foolish Astrologer. There once lived an astrologer who was famous for his absent-mindedness. He used to always look up in the sky and stare at the stars. He was waiting for stars to give him some signs. The astrologer was so careless that he seldom saw the ground while walking. Everyone used to ask him to be careful, but he never listened to anyone. One night, as usual, he was looking up at the sky and walking. All of a sudden, he sprained his ankle and fell in a ditch. He could not even get up on his own. The astrologer had to wait the entire night in the ditch for someone to help him. If only he had paid more attention to where he was walking, he would be safe now. After this fall, he became more realistic and took care. Moral: dreams and ideas are not as important as reality.